a high level. So open up your eyes, baby.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 80 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
Throwing, Jones. He hits Adams, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now a first down carry for Harris. And down inside the 40 or about the 38. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. They juked him. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 27, Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Jones. This is caught. Touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
On first down, Woodward got his man complete over the middle. That's Page. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Working with his 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Woodward. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
12 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. To throw on 3rd down, Woodward. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on 1st down, Woodward. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 2nd down, it's Lamb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. From the gun on 3rd down, Woodward. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. To throw on 2nd down, Woodward. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go. Lamb, and he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On 2nd down now, it's Lamb, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. On 3rd down, Lamb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Beats have taken the lead. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So the Patriots coming out now.
Well, they are back to 500 on the year. Got the win last weekend. And it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
Gets past one man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again with Harris. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Jones.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Woodward. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Lamb.
And he's got it down to the 28.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Woodward. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Woodward. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end and those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot. Ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
New England's offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. To throw on 2nd down, Woodward. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Page.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st and 10, Woodward. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Page. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll look to throw again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Beats will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So this drive spans 7 plays.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones
on the out route. This is Adams with a catch.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Jones on 3rd and 2.
Slant pass. Griffin's got it.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jones now on 1st and 10.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Here's Jones on 1st down. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second.
They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
From the 6.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes there for Davis Mills. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Raiders. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Woodward. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Woodward looking left side. That's caught by Moore. Touchdown. Elijah Moore. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Beats take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
23 yards. And the Patriots.
On 1st down, Jones. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
To number 16. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down, Jones. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
Down inside the 10. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Out of the gun now on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Looking to throw on second down. Woodward. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Woodward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Brandon, what I remember most of the time with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They bring their punter out there now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Woodward.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw. Jones.
This ball caught by Mechie.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Harris. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they?
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A heck of a play there defensively. zone for the touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff.
Throwing after the interception, Woodward.
That pass complete to Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lamb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Woodward. He finds his man, complete. It's Page. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try and run for it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Lamb. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Up the middle they go. Lamb, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Jones throw taken in by Adams.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing, Jones. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, it's Lamb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now Jones.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
To throw is Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Jones.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Jones. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He finds his man, complete. It's Griffin.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He gets this one to Mechie.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Brooklyn, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.